I said,
They riding the pipe.
so I guess it was Julie. Doing that for an entrance.
Very
I see what it is.
I think so.
I'm not the only parent that has brought up this issue to me or to the school that I'm aware of. So I wanted to bring it to the board.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I think that was our only public comment. Next on the agenda, Mr. Quiet, we have our public hearing on the 2025 budget.
That would conclude the public hearing.
All right, that concludes the public hearing.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I now call the October 8th, 2024 board meeting back to order. And we will move on to the Excellence of Elkhart. Ms. Wagler.
Right. Good evening, President Scott, members of the board, Dr. Huff. I'm excited to share a lot of new things happening around the district. First day of academics during Indiana's College Go Week, our school celebrated college awareness with a college fair for the juniors and seniors, College Spirit Wear Week, and even a college pennant scavenger hunt at Pierre Moran Middle School. Trivia contests also added to the fun, helping students learn about the colleges, and the goal was to guide seniors through the admissions process and inspire the younger students about future college possibilities. The Elkhart Area Career Center Culinary 1 students focused on making a delicious chicken broth. By following the instructions closely, they worked together to create a delicious dish. And the hands-on cooking activity was a great way for the students to improve their cooking skills and also bond with each other as they prepared the meal. And then we are excited to expand the district's collaboration with 5 Star. Last week we had a ribbon cutting, and it was held at 5 Star and for their new innovative learning program. And this will allow 12th graders at 6 of our Elkhart elementary schools to regularly visit the 5 Star campus, where they will engage in important lessons in leadership, integrity, and other important life skills. They'll participate in activities like equestrianism, rowing, archery, animal care, and many others. And these photos that you see are actually of our Roosevelt STEAM Academy students learning how to ride and care for horses. So we really want to thank everybody who made that possible, and we're excited for the partnership with 5 Star and the opportunities that it's able to provide for our students. Last Thursday, the Elkhart High School choirs took to the auditorium stage to perform, and we'd like to congratulate these 11 vocalists who will now have the honor of representing Elkhart High School at the Indiana All-State Choir next year. We're so proud of the musicians that continue to consistently reflect the excellence of our music programs. And speaking of music, at Woodland Elementary, the students immerse themselves in the arts through both music and painting. Kindergartners had fun exploring tempo with movement and games, while the 3rd graders dove deeper into rhythms and patterns by writing, sorting, and creating their own rhythms. Additionally, all students express their creativity using paint in art class, showcasing their unique artistic talents. And it's a vibrant way to celebrate their creativity and learning. This one is not students, but it's also with the arts. So WVPE is licensed by Elkhart Community Schools, and one of their own was honored in August. Harvey Harv Stauffer, the longtime host of the Blues Review on 88.1, was inducted into the 2020 Indiana Public Broadcasting Station Hall of Fame. With over 3 decades of blues music broadcasting, his deep passion and extensive knowledge enriched the lives of listeners in northern Indiana and southern Michigan. He was also inducted into the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame, and he's made a lasting impact on both public radio and the blues community. Another local, Elkhart-based Con Selmer, which is the world's premier manufacturer and distributor of musical instruments, recently celebrated its 150th anniversary with CG Con's instrument making legacy with their inaugural CG Con Invitational. The event featured marching band performances from 14 area schools, and it also represented a unique partnership between Con Selmer and Elkhart schools. And by way of athletics, congratulations to the Elkhart boys tennis team. They won their sectional championship. And if I'm correct, I think they are competing in their regional game tonight as we speak at Northwood High School. So good luck to the Lions. And in volleyball, we've got some rising stars with our Lady Lions. Congratulations.
Members by October 29th, I believe, to have gone through, I think it's about an hour-long course on bullying, what the state and federal statutes say about that, what bullying is and how to prevent it within your building. That is in addition to the staff training around Olveus, but that is required for all staff members.
And this is something new for this year, correct?
Correct. This is a new platform that we are using and new training opportunity.
And how does this help our staff?
It uses common language for everyone around how we're addressing bullying and what it is and what the federal guidelines are, what the state law is around how we prevent it, how we investigate it, and how we have Title IX requirements around it.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Any other questions? Thank you, Lindsay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, moving right through this agenda. Next on the agenda is the consent items. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? Second. A motion and a second. Do we have any discussion or question from the board?
Okay, so we have one donation from Jackie Bennett. It's a tracheostomy care supply kit worth $500 for our surgical services program. So it allows our students to be taught on how, in the event that you would have to ever use a trach for oxygen on a patient. So that's a great gift. And then our Hawthorne Early Learning Center received 2 donations for their pre-K field trip to Knowlbrook. The first one they received was $250 from the Jones family. The second one that they received was from Triple E's Irrigation, care of Karen Ostra, and that was a $500 donation. SCG donated $500 for our Elks Logic Robotics, which that one gets so many donations. So it'll be exciting to see how that grows throughout the year. And then St. John's Episcopal Church donated $1,400 for Beardsley School to use for their various supplies and or food pantry and needs for their families in any way that they see fit. And then we had 2 retirements this time.
And there are Director of Student Services and Tanda Hines, our Community Outreach Coordinator. And it was a wonderful kickoff. What the Read United program is we have volunteers who come and read through our K through 3 classrooms this year. And they're going to commit to reading to them. We all know that it is, I believe, in order to have a literate society, particularly with our kids from pre-K all the way up. Just nice to see Elkhart being represented there, and I know Mrs. Stripe is going to make sure to implement it well in our schools. But much the readers get from the program by reading with our students was it's a mutual benefit. So I was just very proud to be a part of that experience last week. As a reminder, October 15th, 16th, and 19th, we have our middle school transition parent meetings. The locations are going to be at Moran on Tuesday from 5 to 6. It is going to be at Elkhart High School. I think
Fireworks.
We had free fireworks. I'm not going to say all that on the board and on recorded session. We had I was very proud of the way our football team played and the way our community came out and supported our Elkhart Lions, as we had a very well earned victory over Penn High School last week over at Freed Field. And so I look forward to what's the best thing to do. So we look forward to having next year as well. But hats off to Coach Curry and his staff. They had the kids well prepared. They played well, and it was a great environment and great event for our kids. So we look forward to not being a once in a blue moon type of thing. We look forward to consistently being the best in everything that we do here in our community schools. So I think that's a nice feather in the cap for those young men who've worked very hard this year. They have the #1 ranked defense in the state of Indiana by all metrics. So hats off to the coaching staff, and I look forward to seeing you come out this Friday as we play Mishawaka or Marion? Sorry, Zach. We play Zach school this week. So again, I think definitely this has been a great fall season in athletics. Look forward to also ending the quarter strong. This Friday is our first quarter here in Elkhart. So students continue to work in the first quarter, and then we'll see you back in 2 weeks. So on October 22nd, and I'll turn it back over to you, President Scott.
Thank you, Dr. Huff. Anything from the board this evening?
I did want to just add one thing about Harvey. Also, it was Martha's Midway Tavern. So it used to be called Martha's Tavern. Now it's the Midway Tavern. Dance Hall in Mishawaka, which is a blues jazz place. It's been there for 100 years. They just celebrated. And Harvey was one of the lead musicians this past weekend for that also, which is kind of cool that he had all that going on in 1 week span. So, and football Friday, don't forget it's 50-50. You have an exciting crew that will be working the crowd. So be sure to bring $10 for an arm span or $5 for a little bit of tickets. So we're looking forward to doing that. Okay.
Surely the $10 is the better deal.
$10 or $5. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I just want to highlight our early childhood education, career, and technical pathway. We're registered with the state for an apprentice program. And for those who may not know, the state is undergoing new graduation requirements. And part of that is having work-based learning experiences and apprenticeship programs set up for our students for part of their graduation experience. And this past week, that particular program was recognized at the state of Indiana, and I wanted to celebrate that Elkhart is one of 7 school districts in the entire state that has this program that our kids are participating in, and so that will allow our students to gain that certified technical education designation, which will enable them to go straight into an early child care position, or they can take that and college and receive a degree in early childhood education. And we all know how valuable that degree is needed in this community to offer those kinds of programs. So I just wanted to shout out to our staff for providing those opportunities for our students.
And over here to my right.
I'd just like to send out condolences, thoughts, and prayers to everyone impacted by Hurricane Helene over the course of the last couple of weeks. And of course, the Elkhart community as a whole has many ties in this room to the Florida Gulf Coast and everything that's about to be impacted by Hurricane Milton down there right now. So you're at the top of mind and in all of our hearts as we face things going forward. So.
Thank you, President Scott. Can you put up the first slide there? Yeah, the from Friday night.
I didn't know we could
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, hey, you're on the school board.
whatever we want, Honda.
Well, you can. Well, if you come back, and we'll let you do more.
Wait, has anybody viewed this prior to it being shown? Because we have here.
Well, you never know. Sometimes
I know.
We get it started. Yeah, go ahead. Some of you might recognize this. I made in the room attended the game of the decade last Friday evening and witnessed the Lions 7-3 victory over Penn. Raise your hand. Okay, great. That was a long, tough game, and these are some of the pictures that I personally took on the field, their field, last Friday. I would like to personally congratulate the leadership and preparation and effort put forth by the student athletes, the coaches, the cheerleaders, the athletic staff, the parents, and the Elkhart School administration for the achievement and victory over Penn. It's only the second time in 39 seasons an Elkhart-based team beat Penn in football, and just the fourth time over. I personally believe that the Friday night victory solidified the hard work of many years and sealed the unification of our schools. Only to add icing to the cake, Penn was very gracious and complimented the Lions' victory with a spectacular fireworks display. The win on Friday evening just didn't happen by chance. The win was accomplished by the elements of highly effective leadership, high expectations,